Hello, my friends, and welcome back. This year, because of the coronavirus pandemic, we've seen people panic buying toilet paper like it was the end of the world. And this made us question just how essential it really is. Toilet paper, or bog roll as some call it here in England, has become something we usually take for granted today. But have you ever gone to the toilet and realized that you're out of TP just after you finished your business? I have, and it's made me wonder what we used to wipe our bums before toilet paper. So I did some research and I have some answers for you. First of all, toilet paper was invented in China in the 14th century during the Song dynasty, but at that time it was only made specifically for the emperor. Toilet paper for regular people would be available much later. In 1857, a New Yorker called Joseph Gaiety built a factory that produced therapeutic bathroom paper and insisted to have his name printed on every single sheet. It didn't, however, become popular until the late 1890s when the Scott brothers made it into a continuous roll rather than Gaiety's individual sheets in a box. From there on, not much has changed until today, except we can now buy quadruple ply, quilted, mango and passion fruit scented, sustainably sourced organic toilet paper. But what did we use before TP was invented? Well, the ancient Greeks used to enjoy the gentle touch of stones, while the richer Greeks would wipe with clumps of clay. The Romans, of course, were a bit more sophisticated, just a tiny bit though. They would use a soft sponge on the end of a stick. Unfortunately, because normal people didn't have toilets on their properties in those times, they would have to use a public toilet, where those sponges I mentioned were shared with everyone else. Richer Romans, however, would use wool and rose water to clean their luxurious behinds. During the 18th century in France, it's known that people would openly defecate in the streets. It's also good to remember that in those times, European towns had open sewers running down most roads. Moving on to Vikings, they would use second-grade wool for their pagan bums. Eskimos used snow or moss. People on sunny islands would use coconut shells, and others would wipe their bums with whatever they could find and whatever they could get their hands on, such as grass, rocks, corn cobs, and many just used their hands directly, hopefully washing them afterwards. Even today, in some of the poorest countries in the world, many still use very primitive tools to wipe their bums because they cannot afford toilet paper. So we should take a second to appreciate TP and the comfort it provides us with. Much of this information can be found in Katherine Ashenburg's book called Clean, an Unsanitized History of Washing. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to read it. My question for you today is, what did you use when you ran out of it? Let me know in the comments, and while you're there, please smash that like button, subscribe and share this with your friends. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.